give just like an overview of what No New Vintage is? For those who don't know, they get a little...
Yeah. We started as a vintage...
Wait.
Hold on.
We are No New Vintage.
Yes, the
Rachel
two of us.
and Amanda
Yes.
is No New Vintage.
I'm Amanda Grant.
I'm Rachel Walker.
We started in the beginning of 2022. We had an idea, but we officially opened the brick and mortar March of 2022. When we started the store, we wanted to bring in other collaborators as kind of a community type store. So it's a collective based vintage store. So we have all of our own things. Then we had some other vendors who were part of our store bringing in things of their own, being able to sell. So we really wanted it to be community surrounded and community based as well. I had always wanted to start a business. I think coming not from a smaller town, coming from a bigger city, it felt so unreachable. It's so hard to open a brick and mortar in big cities. So in the meantime, I was selling at pop-ups, at Fleas, out of my closet, on Depop, any kind of platform I could as a single seller.
Amanda and I was just like the perfect storm, and you know, her coming from like the true vintage scene and me coming from like the true retail and marketing, you know, scene, it just kind of like made sense, and here we are.
Yes, women run. Yes, it's necessary. It's been a man's world for too long. We gotta make some changes, you know. As women, I think we have a lot of insight and we have a lot of compassion, and we welcome with open arms, and we are ever changing, ever evolving, ever growing. You know, there's so much benefit to being a woman-run business, and there's so much pride in it.
Yeah, and it's just like paving the way for the future. I think I get more out of, you know, inspiring women around me, the younger generation, my daughter, the women in my family, and like I think two women running one business is even more like powerful, because I just feel like we're constantly like boosting each other up, the women around us, and that is just so much more meaningful than the actual business itself, because it could be anything, but the most important thing is like, hey, I'm a woman, I can do this.
And so
and
can you.
More. Yeah. And so can
and so
you.
can all of us together.
Yes. We definitely curate the market as much as we can, solely for the fact that we want everyone to do well. We also like want to make it a true event experience and interactive for people. So we do have things like piercers and tattooists, people that make really delicious cakes and chocolates, and it's much more than just like come to this event and buy clothes or buy things. It's really creating that space and experience for people.
We want it to be memorable. Yeah. We also don't want to be elitist. There's so many people in this town that have so much to offer. So we wanted to create an event where it's hosting something new every time.
One thing I noticed that was reoccurring that I've heard from friends or like complete strangers having conversations is like the energy that is in the building. I literally have goosebumps right now talking about it. It's like the energy is so like positive and high, and like, you know, we've met so many new people, and people are using it as like a meeting location to congregate, to experience together, and like that just like warms my heart.
We really have such an open door policy, and we have felt as though people feel that and are able to come to us, and we're able to connect with the community in a way that's not shut off, you know?
How does it feel to have created this space in Boise?
It feels good. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Every day
every day is a new day.
It's very, we learn. There's something new every week, every month. We learn something, and it's hard things, but at the end of the day, it really is what people have said. When you are working for yourself and doing something you love and you are passionate for, it really doesn't feel like work at the end of the day.
It's not a job.
It's not a job. Do we work hard every day, all day? But I mean, it's not a tedious job that we think.
It's not
We
mundane.
feel God.
It's great.
It's the best.
Don't get me wrong. There's days where I'm like, why are we doing this? Like,
oh yeah,
it's not all like rainbows and butterflies all the time, and I'm just like, you know, constantly have to remind myself, I'm like, look what we've already created in such a short period of time. Change is a constant in this thing that we're building, and I think that we love that the most. It's like there's a new collaboration or new person that we're working with, or there's obviously new vintage that we're bringing to the shop, or just so many new creative ideas that we're constantly like working towards and building out to be larger, and it's just really fulfilling.
I mean, we all know that shopping secondhand, I mean, I hope we would all know at this point that it sustainably is, what we should be doing more often than not. But also what it comes down to is the connective between other people and human beings is when you are shopping online, you don't have a connection to a human being or, necessarily a group or a conversation. It's very fast, it's quick, but we want community again. We want to see, there is a direct impact with you coming into our store and buying something from us as women, as small business owners, as community members, direct impact is buying local, buying small, shopping within your values and within your system, so the connectedness is so important is what we're realizing too, not just the sustainability, and it's also cool, like everything about it is cool.
Yeah.
We're limitless.
We do not have
no limits.
No limits exist in our mind. I second that. I thought she said.
Yeah.